There's a question almost every healed soul whispers when looking back at heartbreak. A question that sits quietly in the space between who you were and who you've become. God, why did you let me love the wrong person first? Maybe you've asked it in the middle of the night, when memories still sting like open wounds. Maybe you asked it after the tears dried, but the ache refused to leave. Maybe you asked it long after they were gone, when you finally realized the version of yourself you lost trying to keep them. It's a question that feels like confusion, but is actually the beginning of revelation. Because God doesn't waste your pain. He doesn't play with your heart. And He never lets love, real or counterfeit, touch your life without purpose. So stay with me. Let's walk through it slowly, like a journey you weren't ready to take, but desperately needed. When you loved them, you did it with sincerity. You gave your all. You hoped. You tried. You prayed they were the one. Even when something deep inside whispered they weren't. You saw their potential. You saw their wounds. You saw what they could become. If only they loved you the same, healed the same, chose you the same. But they didn't. And when God finally ripped the connection apart, you felt abandoned, betrayed, confused. It felt like God stood by while your heart broke. But you must understand something sacred. God doesn't allow heartbreak to destroy you. He allows it to direct you. You were being punished. You were being positioned. Sometimes the only way God can pull you toward the right destiny is to let you feel the wrong one first. The wrong person doesn't just hurt you. They reveal you. They expose the parts of your heart still unhealed. They awaken insecurities you didn't know you carried. They stir wounds you thought you buried. They test your patience, your boundaries, your worth. And you begin to wonder, why did I hold on? Why did I ignore the signs? Why did I give so much for so little? Because the wrong person becomes a mirror, a painful, unfiltered reflection of where your soul still needs God. You learn that love without peace is not love. You learn that intensity is not intimacy. You learn that attention is not affection. You learn that desire is not destiny. You learn that your heart has the capacity to attach deeply. And that is not a weakness, it is a gift. But God needed to teach you who to give that gift to. There are moments when God whispers first. Moments you sense something is off. Moments your spirit feels uneasy while your emotions beg you to stay. And when you ignore those whispers, God lets the lesson speak louder. You start losing yourself trying to keep them. You start lowering your worth trying to be worthy to them. You start carrying a relationship God never asked you to hold. And eventually, when your heart becomes too entangled, when your future becomes too tied to their inconsistency, when your value becomes too dependent on their validation, God steps in, not to break you, but to break what is breaking you, not to punish you, but to pull you out of the wrong story, not to shame you, but to save you. Proverbs 3 verse 12 says, "The Lord disciplines those He loves." Discipline isn't cruelty, it's protection. And sometimes His protection looks like a door slamming shut. After they leave, or after you finally walk away, comes the wilderness, the quiet, the questions, the shaking of everything you once believed about love, about yourself, about what you deserve. It's the season where God strips away illusions, where He shows you what you thought was love was actually fear, where He shows you what you called connection was really dependency, where He reveals that the love you were giving them was the love you were starving for yourself. It's in this wilderness that you finally begin to see. You weren't losing your soulmate. You were losing your substitute. And substitutes can't sustain you. They drain you. They use the shape of love without the heart for it. They hold your hand without holding your future. They promise things their character can't support. God removes substitutes because they block the real thing. As time passes, clarity begins to rise like the sun after a long storm. You start to realize God didn't let you love the wrong person because He wanted you to suffer. He let you love them because He wanted you to see where you needed healing, to see what you believed about yourself, to see how low your standards had fallen, to see how easily you gave grace without receiving any, to see the weight you carried that wasn't yours, to see that you were choosing comfort over calling, to see that your longing for companionship overshadowed your longing for God. He let you love the wrong person, so you would never again settle for a love that wounds you. He let you love the wrong person, so you could recognize the right one when they arrive. Because when the right love comes, it won't confuse you. It won't drain you. It won't make you beg. It won't make you question your worth. It won't pull you away from God. It will push you closer to Him. When the wrong person leaves your life, they take the illusion with them. And in the emptiness they leave behind, something holy begins. You start remembering who you are. You start reclaiming your voice. You start rebuilding your boundaries. You start valuing your soul more than your loneliness. You start craving peace over passion, purpose over pleasure, God over validation. You start to feel something rise inside you. Not bitterness, not resentment, but wisdom, a quiet strength, a calm confidence, a deeper discernment. The wrong person taught you what your heart can survive, but God teaches you what your heart deserves. The broken pieces become revelations. The tears become clarity. The loss becomes liberation. Romans 8 verse 28 isn't just a verse anymore. It becomes your reality. All things work together for your good. All things. Even this. Especially this. Now step back for a moment. Look at the journey. Look at who you were then, and who you are now. Look at how God used heartbreak to refine you, not ruin you. You learned to listen to red flags. You learned to trust God more than your emotions. You learned to stop begging for love that couldn't hold you. You learned to discern between butterflies and warning signs. You learned to see your heart as sacred, not desperate. The wrong person was not a mistake. They were a mirror. They were a lesson. They were a path God used to lead you back to Him. Some people come into your life as blessings. Others come as lessons. And the lessons are sometimes the greatest blessings of all. Now you understand something you couldn't see before. God wasn't trying to protect you from loneliness. He was protecting you from lifelong misalignment. He wasn't withholding the right person. He was preparing you to recognize them. He wasn't delaying love. He was deepening your capacity for it. The wrong person didn't derail your destiny. They redirected it. They pushed you into maturity. They awakened your discernment. They humbled your heart. They taught you what you will never tolerate again. They prepared you for a love that mirrors God's heart, not your hurts. And when the right love finds you one day, it will feel like clarity, like peace, like home. You'll finally understand the truth. God let you love the wrong person first, so you'd never again settle for anything less than what He designed you for. So breathe. Let the past unclench its grip. Let the pain rest. Let your heart rise again. You are not behind. You are not broken. You are not disqualified. You are being rebuilt, beautifully, intentionally, lovingly. Your story is not ruined. It is redeemed. And one day soon, the love God has kept for you will arrive. Not rushed, not forced, not fragile. A love that honors you. A love that grows you. A love that strengthens your walk with God. A love that feels like purpose, not punishment. A love that feels like peace, not pain. You will recognize it instantly. Not because it echoes the past, but because it heals it. And when that day comes, you will say, This is why God let me love the wrong person first.